Hey there, it's Steve Dahl, and if you are enjoying these free episodes of the Steve Dahl Podcast, let me tell you about a special deal that we have right now at Dahl.com. If you go to Dahl.com/promo, you can sign up to listen to 2 weeks of the shows that are behind the paywall for just $1. That's 14 days for just $1. Check it out, and we hope you become a member of our podcast family, a permanent member. Enjoy the show.
The spirit of innovation is deeply ingrained in America, and Google is helping Americans innovate in ways both big and small. Central Texas Regional Mobility Authority is using Google AI to create smarter tolling systems and improve traffic flow for Texans. This is a new era of American innovation. Find out more at g.co/American innovation.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold! Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
This message is sponsored by Greenlight. With school out, summer is the perfect time to teach our kids real-world money skills they'll use forever. Greenlight is a debit card and the #1 family finance and safety app used by millions of families, helping kids learn how to save, invest, and spend wisely. Parents can send their kids money and track their spending and saving, while kids build money confidence and skills in fun ways. Start your risk-free Greenlight trial today at greenlight.com/Spotify. That's greenlight.com/Spotify.
The McDonald's snack wrap is back. You brought it back. Ranch snack wrap. Spicy snack wrap. You broke the internet for a snack. Snack wrap is back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Guy.
How's it happening today?
Good. Steve, it's happening just fine today, and I thank you for the question, and I pose the same question to you at this point.
Well, sir, I think I'm good. Everything's great.
Excellent.
Sunny.
Yeah.
Clear.
Yep.
50 degrees currently.
It's a beautiful day. I was just out letting dogs run around the backyard, and it was a lovely day. My God.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me ask you a question, Doug. You have you always have a pack of dogs at your house because you foster. You rescue them, but essentially you're fostering them until they can be rescued. Correct?
Oftentimes, yeah, and oftentimes it's a pregnant mother dog will be here and give birth and stuff, and then for the 8 weeks that follow. Yeah.
Okay. So
dogs, big dog house.
All right. So Rosie is, Cooper, Matt's dog, was here. He left. I don't know when he left. Yesterday or the day before yesterday. Yesterday, I think. Mm-hmm. And I honestly don't know. I've lost track of time. And because I have spent some time down here this week editing that show from Sunday, which came out great. So we can talk about that later. But, awesome. Rosie seems like she's missing Cooper.
Really?
Yeah. Like she kept wanting to come downstairs last night and then go outside last night and go in the backyard and look for him, I guess. I mean, maybe I'm ascribing human characteristics to a dog, but she seems a little down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's her nephew. They
didn't used to get along, and they still don't know how to play tug of war with any mammal other than a human.
Yeah,
because they're just, both of them are not super socialized. But they really, I think they spend enough time together. I think they kind of,
yeah,
they get along. And like heck, on Sunday when we were gone to Zanies, we left them here, and we left at 3:30 or something, and got home at 11, and they were fine.
Yeah,
aww, that's so awesome.
Nice.
They didn't do anything bad or, so. I don't know. I was just wondering if she was missing him.
It's my guess that that possibly, that there was a sense of comradeship and a possible pack forming there, and they appreciated each other. Finally another dog, or whatever. Like
somebody who speaks my language.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Well, because Janet always talks about she's aware of the total devastation that will occur to me when it's time for Rosie to go to,
cross the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah, across the Rainbow Bridge. So she often will.
That's a long ways off. You'd like to think.
Yeah, but the fact that I even think about it is new for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's and she'll be down here in a little while. We could talk to her about that
Rosie?
too.
Rosie's coming? Cool.
No, Janet.
Oh.
Rosie doesn't like it down here.
Yeah.
Rosie probably was talking to Cooper about you crossing the Rainbow Bridge. What would happen?
Probably. Maybe then,
he doesn't look good. He's breathing heavily.
I'm not breathing heavily.
No, I kid.
I mean, yeah, I am sometimes. So she talks about getting a puppy, right? To kind of, a transitional. Yeah. We've always kind of had two dogs like that. So when the one leaves you, you still have the other that you love, and it makes it a little easier, I think.
Okay.
And I always have thought, well, Rosie doesn't want anybody around here. She doesn't want anybody in her business. But then she kind of seems like maybe she did. Once she got used to Cooper.
Yeah. They love having playmates and stuff. They just, can amuse each other.
They were very, very close to playing tug of war.
Mm-hmm.
Like I actually had the rope in both of their mouths.
Really?
But they just couldn't quite, no pun intended, unleash it on each other.
Right.
Mm. And Cooper's a lot stronger.
You're like a nice Michael Vick. Trying to encourage play together rather than
opposite of Michael Vick. Yeah. Right. Play. Don't fight.
Don't rip each other's neck out.
Play
together.
Yeah, play together. So, So they were very close to that, but then it was time for Cooper to go home. So, because Matt took a trip down to Florida to take Janet's chandeliers.
Oh, yeah.
Or as I like to call them, Janet's Folly.
Janet's Folly.
Yes. But only teasingly, because even with all of the transportation charges and what have you, it will still be cheaper to have purchased them at the country club before they demolished the dining room than it would be to buy them, new. Yeah. The problem is going to be finding somebody who wants to get up 20 feet in the air and hang a 60-pound chandelier in the front hallway.
I will search Craigslist Florida.
Well, let's not do it right now, but it's going to have to be a doctor, though. It's going to have to be it can't be Mr. Sparky.
Can't be
Mr. Sparky. It can't be a Mr.
Uh-huh.
It's going to have to be a doctor. And so I would imagine people are more inclined to hang those for you if you buy them from them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But we'll work it out.
Yeah.
Jane downstairs, she said she'll take care of it. She's been going down there for, I don't know, 40 years, whatever, 30 years, whatever, however long. She was the first owner down there in our little subdivision. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Huh.
So that's what's going on around here today.
Excellent.
Right on. Okay.
And that's pretty much it. Oh, I'm going. I don't want to name names or anything, but I'm going for a fitness evaluation today.
Hey, look at you, buddy.
Yeah.
High five.
Thank you. Fitness evaluation, and
I like that. You know what? I like that. I like hearing about that. I like you rejecting the golf thing and doing this.
Yes, because it would be a pretty good day to golf still.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a good organization. And it's a good workout studio with they have trainers and they help you with your nutrition, and it's a full 360 program,
right.
and I have to do it.
Yeah,
that's my birthday present, my 69th birthday present to myself.
Right on. So, I'm happy to hear this.
Well, thanks.
It's a great move.
It's gonna
appreciate the love.
It'll make you.
I didn't say love, Steve.
Well,
I'm just kidding. Nothing but love.
I appreciate the good wishes.
Nothing but love. I assure you.
It'll bring not only physical well-being but mental well-being.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
The kind of mental well-being that will spill out into other areas.
Absolutely. I mean, I know that for a fact.
Good.
And one of the things about me is, I mean, I'm accountable to my family for sure. But if I'm accountable to someone else, like with my shrink, right? Mm-hmm. I've always been accountable to her for my behavior. And whenever I might be exhibiting bad behavior or thinking about it or whatever, I go, what would Dr. Terry say if I had to come in next week and tell her that I did this?
Yeah.
And she would be very disappointed in me. And I wouldn't like that. Nope. So I'm hoping that I can develop a relationship with a trainer at this place, with the same results or consequences or whatever you want to call it, where, I don't want to go in and, and have not done what I was supposed to do.
I want you to be accountable to yourself also, Steve.
Right, which I try to be, but it's helpful for me to have somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're a loose prison guard. You're corrupt.
All right. Just be back by Monday morning.
Let me get a taste.
Yeah, or, try to have sex with you in a stairwell or something.
Sure.
Like Porn Stash in Orange is the New Black. And they actually have an app, so you can, like when I go to Florida, I can still train with them.
All right.
They'll say, do these things, and then I can go to the gym and do these things. And it involves nutrition and all of that, too. And Janet seems to be on board. So,
all right.
She signed off. Good.
I'm hoping this is I'm excited. I mean,
no more baked temptations on that counter just sitting there.
Right.
Whose only job is to be eaten. If you think about it, they're not there for decoration. They don't, can't help, patch up a hole in the foundation with it. Those are for eating.
They're for eating. Yep. Yes. I understand that. But I'm also, I don't want to have no joy in my life either.
Right.
So there's a balance.
Yeah. You can do it, Stever.
Thank
you. Have you ever heard of almond joy?
Have you ever heard of almond coffee cake?
Wonderful.
Almond joy, yeah, sure. I'm sorry.
No.
Is that a pun or a dad joke?
It's nothing. It was literally a dad joke. Your dad joke.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a Dullcast dad joke.
I was perusing Facebook this morning, as I do occasionally, and there was a 1970s radio personality who I wasn't familiar with, but he was Chicago-based at some point, and I wondered if you knew Captain Whammo.
Yes, I did know Captain Whammo. Jim Chanel, I believe was his real name. And he died, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, according to Greg Brown, our old buddy from WLS FM.
Oh, what a nice guy he was.
Great guy.
Oh, yeah. Right. Opening up the old Brown bag for lunch.
Right? Yeah.
Greg Brown. It was clear. I'm looking at Greg's post here that was sent to me by Brendan. I see now that it's a long one. I received some sad news yesterday about the passing of a DJ that I'd worked with back in the 70s, Captain Whammo, Jim Chanel. Chanel. Jim
looks
and
like
I.
Channel.
I know it looks like Channel, but I think it was. Or maybe it was Channel. I don't know. I just called him Captain Whammo. So,
And saluted.
Or Wham. What's up, Wham?
Yeah.
There's that man named Jim. Like, what? Jim and I worked together at WMET in Chicago from 1976 to 1978. I did the morning show, and he did the nighttime show. He was a real talent and had a huge He had huge ratings and had a huge what? He had huge ratings and was the star of the station. On the air, he was loud, lewd, and a real screamer. In 1975, he was voted one of the top 4 DJs in America. He had a unique way of working as well. He did his show wearing shorts only. No shirt, no shoes, no socks, just shorts.
Wow,
really?
Yeah, that's a dream. That's my a dream. Right. That's my dream.
Whammo was out there. God, look at him.
I aspire to be Captain Whammo. Which you can imagine caused quite a stir when he had a client party at the station one evening. On a rare occasion, as I would head into the studio to start my morning show, the overnight jock would tell me that Jim was sleeping in the studio on the floor behind the cart rack, the tape cartridges, and could I please wake him at 7 a.m.? Not sure why he was there, but I kindly honored his request. And that's what Jays, back in the day, right. That's what Jays did for each other.
It's the code of the Jays.
Yeah, that's, so much of that has been lost now in, the modern voice-tracked radio and all of that.
Yeah.
His life at times was dark, painful, and filled with emptiness. After Jim left WM.
Is that also part of the DJ experience?
Yes.
A crucial part, I think.
Yes, mine was until I met Janet.
Oh.
It was horrible, actually. All I did was go home every day after the show and think, God, I suck.
Oh.
Maybe I'm not qualified to do this. After Jim left WMET, I lost touch with him and his whereabouts until a couple of years later when I ran into him at a restaurant. Then he apparently had, he was a different person. He said it was because he had accepted Jesus as his Lord and Savior. He said that one night he was feeling sad and low while driving. He turned on Moody Radio, which is that's not like some kind of a format where people are moody.
Right. It's like aloof and annoyed music.
Yeah.
What's wrong? No, it's
nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just so sick of it. So that's page 1 of that. He turned on Moody Radio and heard someone giving the prayer of salvation. He pulled over to the side of the road and prayed that prayer. His life totally changed. Well, that's good, I guess.
Yeah.
Over time, his career took off in a very different direction, working at Christian radio stations and most recently in Naples, Florida. Guys, I gotta be honest with you. I didn't know there was an opening at a Christian station down there, so I'm definitely gonna be putting in a tape, and you might lose me to that. I believe in God, I think. But
that would be a nice J, always a J.
The thing. I mean, if I have to lie about it a little bit, that's okay as long as it sounds good, right? I mean, there's people all over broadcast, radio, television, the internet that lie all the time about what they really believe in. So.
I gotta say this. We might have a nice big antenna that covers a lot of ground, but there's nothing that broadcasts deeper, wider, farther than that big guy upstairs. I'll tell you right now.
I'll tell you what, the original Jesus was the original broadcaster.
That's true.
Got some Creed coming at you.
One of my first jobs in radio, Douglas A. Cox was his name. He was a station manager. Mm-hmm. And he was like a groovy California, hippie businessman, asked and all that kind of stuff. And he said to me once, he said, whenever you talk to more than one person at a time, you have the power, the same power that Jesus had. So use it, use it accordingly, which I think I've done for the most part.
Yeah, for the lightning.
Because he would get up on a rock and talk, and people would gather, and that's the original radio, kind of, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So Naples. He also started producing a Christian oldies program called Classic Christian Gold. Classic Christian Gold to Steve Dahl, which was heard around the world, including stations in Kenya, New Zealand, Haiti, the Philippines, and France. Was it in French? It was clear that God had changed him from the inside out. God gave him so much talent. And when Jim gave that back to God for his purposes, God blessed him big time. Well, that's nice. That's a nice thing to say, Greg.
Yeah.
I am prepared to play you some Captain Whammo. He was good.
Cool.
And I'd like to lay some on you right now, if that's all right.
Please.
Yeah, please.
All right, I will.
Boston, long time. 747 Cap Whammo Friday night.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about how hot he was coming in.
This is 77 or 78.
Jeez.
Call it 19 at 591-995 on a zap. Call it 19, pick it up and zap the cap. Stand by for the zap and the Whammo line. You're going to hear on the radio in a few minutes. 591-995 is my telephone number. Zap the cap at M-E-T. I would climb.
Holy shit, man. Zap the cap. Oh, is that great? Wow.
I know, he was good. I mean, he was good. By that time, I was kind of out of that type of radio and more into what.
You did loud and lewd, but in a different way.
Yeah.
With that less shouty.
Yeah. But I still wanted you to zap the cap. Ball the doll, if you will.
Every two and a four now. Feels like the first time standby for the Whammo line and a zap in 1 minute at MET. MET, the Whammo line.
Captain Whammo, could you tell me what my grade's going to be for the semester in high school in English?
What's your name?
Amy Silverman.
What school do you go to?
Detroit High School.
Can I say hi to a good friend of mine?
Sure.
Good-looking blonde?
Uh-huh.
Not bad. Standing tall. Debbie Dry Hubble.
Who?
Yeah, well, that's who she is.
All right. We're talking about high school girls here?
What's happening here, Captain?
This is before the transition, though. So.
Yep.
Can I say hi to you? Go to New Trier, huh? Can I say hi to one of your classmates?
Yeah. I haven't heard Moody Radio yet.
I'm pretty sure the age of consent in Illinois is 17 at this time.
Forgive me, I just woke up.
Goofy name, but a good-looking babe. And good-looking fox.
So what's my grade going to be?
I can see the letter. The letter. Hey!
Oh, my God, I wish.
Hey!
Nice.
You mark it down. That's what you're going to get, because I got the ESP, okay?
Thank you very much.
Whammo. MET, you're calling 19. You're a winner, and you're on the radio. What's your name?
Debbie Burrow.
Debbie, you just sent me the brand new Steve Miller LP containing jet airliner furnished by Capitol Records. MET, the Whammo line.
Captain Whammo?
Yeah?
Can you, play Kiss on the radio?
What song, Beth?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your name?
Oh, my God.
What's your name?
Christopher Antonelli.
What school do you go to?
Stony Creek.
Okay, Whammo.
That's how you sign. Whammo! That's how you sign. That's how you just say it.
That word work. It's like how
It's like
in
aloha.
Philadelphia they say John.
Right? Yeah. But yeah, right. It's like aloha. It's like
It's a multi-purpose.
Yeah. I think
Morning, Captain Whammo.
those were all taped during the other songs. You know, you would take the calls and you would record them. There'd be a recorder right by you, and then you would kind of edit them together quickly. So that's why he kind of missed the intro on that. But I don't fault him for that.
She would Gene Simmons and Kiss.
And he's going to talk it
on the radio.
What song, Beth?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your name?
Oh my God.
What's your name?
Christopher Antonelli.
What school do you go to?
Stony Creek.
Okay, Whammo.
Say right. Whammo, and then Beth, you say you're leaving would be perfect.
Right.
But he's in a hurry because he's doing those during feels like the first time or whatever. So I think he finishes it off here.
She would Gene Simmons and Kiss and Beth.
Yeah, but I would have had with Beth to show you that it's a love song.
7:55 at MET. Dear Gabby, what are you doing at 10? I got nothing going on tonight. Chicago weather with Captain Whammo. Friday night, clear and warm tonight. Low tonight, 60. High tomorrow, 90. Right now, 77 O'Hare at Midway. 69 down by the lake at MET.
That's a little too strong.
Whammo! WMET Chicago 802, and hits keep right on coming. Yeah. In the next 60 minutes, you're going to hear a lot of music, also an LP's app, and the world-famous Whammo Night. Woo! 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 M-E-T.
Wow.
Maybe she would have fall pad, slow ride. Easy. 805 at M-E-T. WMET.
Oh, yeah. Right into the shuffle. How's that feel, Boz?
Oh, that's always good to hear that one. I know DJs had a lot of fun with that song when they could talk.
Yeah, the shuffle.
Yeah.
Next stop or first stop,
record.
First stop or whatever, Chi-Town.
That's right.
Lido put the
Chicago.
hammer down.
That's what I mean. Yeah, Chicago.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Said let it roll. Then one more jive. There's actually no actual lyrics to that. That's just me making some sounds. One more jive on vacation. A lot easier that way. You find.
Sure. Easier to write them, right?
It's something big in the chorus they can sing along to, but the other thing else is just a vehicle to get to the chorus.
The verse is just sounds.
It's just sounds.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Give you the boss gang, Lino Shovel. Whammo line is open at 591-9095. Open for everybody. 591-9095. How about a beer? Here's to fun.
That's going to be a good one to tape your calls to. You know,
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's fairly long. It gives you some time to get your calls ready. Turns out he needed 3 songs to get his calls edited.
Captain, somebody wake the captain.
I'm having trouble. I ran out of tape, man.
He's behind the cart rack.
Somebody see I need my splicing tape, man. Where the hell is it?
Oh, it's in my shirt pocket, and that's over in the corner.
Where's my damn razor blade? There's the third one.
Roundabout, that's yes, or is that yeah? 821 at MET.
Get straight to White Castle, see you there.
One pop. Yes, I see you there. One popular White Castle is at 63rd and Cicero. I might see you there.
He's really trolling for something to do when he gets off the air there. For someone to do. Right?
Anybody in that area?
Yeah. I could go to White Castle, yeah. Sure, man. That's cool. Or I could go up to the Winnetka area for hot students from New Trier.
Whammo-mobile is hitting the road.
Whammo-mobile.
The Atlanta Rhythm section of your show. You stand by for McCartney and Wings in 1 minute at MET. Chicago weather with Captain Whammo. Friday night, clear and cool. Tonight, low tonight 60, high tomorrow 90. Right now, 75 O'Hare at Midway, 69 down by the lake.
You think that people would
Tell you light and bright, man.
Man, Captain.
Good job.
Wow.
You can search for that on YouTube if you want to listen to it. It's Captain Whammo, WMET Chicago. 1977/1978. So
I do remember the Whammo line.
Yeah, tight and bright. All air checks all the time. Is the name of the I guess the host of the YouTube page. So there you go.
Man, it's coming in hot.
Yeah, it's good.
I forgot his delivery was so hot.
Oh,
Jeez.
man.
Zap the cap.
Yeah,
Zap
for 4
the cap.
hours, too.
Yeah.
4 hours of that. Probably 6 nights a week.
Yeah.
So
Shirtless.
Short, yeah, just shorts. Oh, wearing only shorts. Probably no underwear, even. Don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to
probably
be that
hopping
weird
around and yelling.
I feel like they were like gym shorts, kind of.
I bet.
I kind of remember encountering him, and
that style for sure. With like red shorts with white piping.
Exactly.
Yeah, elastic.
Richard Simmons, like kind of Richard Simmons shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, just one or two more here.
Sean Cassidy, do run. 8:35, stand by for the Whammo line and a Chicago Cub prediction in 1 minute. And now we go to the Whammo line. Give me the Whammo line.
Captain Whammo, this is the poet, and I have tonight's nursery rhyme about Greg. This is Turkey Brown.
Okay, can I say hi to some friends of mine first?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to say hi to some friends from First Federal Savings, Debbie Perez, Sandra Big Ones Palmer, John, Irene Duder.
Sandra Big Ones Palmer?
Sandra Big Ones? Come on, Captain.
The Whammo.
Oh, man.
The Whammo.
Hey, you got big ones. Yeah. Listen for me tonight around 8:05. Going to say hello to you.
We're talking about your big cans.
Debbie Parisian and poor sick Marion Williams. Oh. Yeah, she's sick. Sick in the head.
Okay.
Okay, what's happening?
Okay, I got the nursery rhyme.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Greg Brown, Zitz, and Ty looked at the girls and made them cry. When Axie 5, Clearasil, and Stridex came out to play, Zitface ran away. Whammo!
Wow. And then Greg Brown, even though he was called Zitface and whatnot, still went on to post that beautiful eulogy about him.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
That's a pro, yeah, it's a friend.
You can see why it took him 3 songs to get all this together here.
That one.
Okay. Wham-o!
Whammo!
Give me the Whammo line.
Hey, Captain, can I test your ESP?
Yes, what's your name?
Tomcat Salis.
And what school do you go to?
Eisenhower.
Do you believe I have ESP before you put me to the test? That is my question to you tonight.
Yeah, I believe.
Okay, what's up?
Okay, I want to know if the Cubs are going to move into first place tomorrow.
You know, they're only a half a game out. I was at that ball game today. They looked real good. Cubs over the Pirates 4-2. And let's go back to the opening day of the season. What did I say? Where did I say the Cubs were going to finish? Everybody's picking them for 5th. I said they'd finish at least 3rd.
Right.
Is that right?
Wow.
Now maybe people believe in my great powers of ESP. And I do predict, even though they got the whale going tomorrow, Rick Russell, as big as a whale, I do predict that tomorrow the Cubs will make it 2 in a row, and tomorrow you will see the Chicago Cubs move into first place in the National League East. Do you believe?
I believe in Captain. Can you play a song by my favorite group?
Who?
ELO. Okay, are you ready? This scale's from 1 to 10.
Hey, that's enough.
Crazy.
Whammo! Whammo! That's how I'm going to sign off from now on phone calls. Whammo! Hi, Mike. What's going on? Oh, Dad. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Whammo! Hi, Janet.
Hello.
Hey, Janet.
Whammo!
Hi,
Janet.
Whammo, Janet. What school do you go to?
What time do you get out?
Yeah.
How do you walk home?
Do you like White Castle?
You got big ones? Yeah. Good old days.
Oh,
good old days before he found his Lord and Savior.
Yeah, that one fateful night.
Yeah, but it sounded like he was well on his way to,
he needed to
bottoming out.
Yeah,
he might have exhausted all the other options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when there's nowhere else to turn.
Turn to Moody.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the only direction really that makes any sense.
I used to drive home from gigs and wander through the radio dial, listening to Bob and Ron's Fish Report and stuff like that. And I would land on Moody sometimes. And there was a guy that 100% provided, and a little peek behind the curtain here, but there was a guy that provided the absolute voice for Depp. And I would just sit there and try to talk like this guy to keep myself awake.
Really?
As he would go through this whole, here the Lord came down. There was a Christ who
as a human. Like he would just keep talking. That was
like
just
Johnny Depp reading the Bible?
Yeah, that's what it was essentially. And and the guy was so showbiz. There was no sort of trace of the compassion of the Lord or anything. The guy was just so getting off on this otherworldly set of pipes that he has.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know, as he said in the Sermon on the Mount today, and just luxuriating in this hot, smoky maple syrup, voice of his. Just, it was great. So
WMBI, Moody Bible Institute.
So I listened to Moody, but it was only for radio content. None of the messaging ever sunk.
You never had to pull over?
Never had to pull over, yeah. Not yet. You may happen.
Do they still have a radio station? Is that still a thing?
They do.
Yeah.
All right. Should we send them a tape?
Mm-hmm.
That's Listen,
send them, maybe us talking to Satan. Something like that.
Right, because don't they have to offer
equal time, man?
Equal time.
Come on. Let the man speak, or let the demon speak. The cloven-hooved demon speak.
Just 1 hour, 4 a.m. on a Sunday, wherever they put that, where they put that stuff.
Yeah. What's going on, Janet?
Hi, Janet.
Not a lot.
No?
Nope.
All right. Everything good upstairs?
It's quiet.
Rosie does seem, I don't know.
Well, you
sad or something.
You sleep with headphones and CPAP, and so last night it's to me. I'm the one that's hearing her at 3, and at 6, and she wants to go downstairs, and I'm figuring she has to go to the bathroom, but she just kind of walks from room to room. And then she goes outside and she looks longingly into the back, which we don't let her in because we have some boxes, some mouse poison boxes back there. And then she pretends, she pantomimes going to the bathroom and comes back in. And then 2 hours later, she wants to do the same. And yesterday, while I was in one of our guest bedrooms, she squatted and peed. It was the oddest thing because she doesn't really do that. She sometimes furtively goes up and makes a deposit upstairs if it's raining and she doesn't want to go outside. But I was in there and she just squatted in front of me and peed. So
like a protest.
Yeah,
almost.
She's hissy. She's lost her little playmate.
You know what I'm going to do? Because didn't you bring Bonnie upstairs to show her something?
Yeah. And then the thing is...
Fine. I'll just pee here right in front of you then.
She just stayed downstairs in her bed at 6 o'clock, and it was great because I could stretch my legs out in bed. That was perfect.
I woke up, the door was open, the dog was gone. I came down, she didn't even want to get up and finish lick my plate of my egg sandwich.
Yeah, she's mourning her little buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she likes it because she gets top dog status. Cooper has to sleep kind of in a penned off area, and she's on the bed and she's looking down on him like
her pack. What happened to my pack? I finally got control over a pack, and now it's gone.
But she was generous this time because she's had food issues of fighting, and so we fed them in different rooms, but at the same time. And it was actually productive because for once, instead of grazing, she would eat all her food because she didn't want Cooper to get it. So it made for fewer trips outside. It was, it actually fixed a few of her foibles.
Was it coordinated like Steve in one room, Janet in the other? Poor.
No,
but she did put Rosie's food in the TV room, and Cooper ate out of Rosie's bowl in the kitchen, and Rosie was fine with it. So, in the past, she wouldn't have been fine with it.
Yeah,
gotcha.
It's progress.
Yeah, so it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good,
but I don't miss Cooper's hair because I brushed so hard all weekend, and I have enough white hair in the garbage cans to make 50 bird nests. I mean, there's just so much.
He's
hair in a golden retriever.
Or a wig for Steve. Just a big, big, fancy white hair. Wild.
Put on your wig hat, baby.
So I can play George Washington next President's Day. He's a golden, but he has white hair.
He's an English cream golden, allegedly, but he's just kind of a mess. I think he has dysplasia, and that's partly why they've made a truce, because she's got a bad back leg and he's got dysplasia, and so they just kind of hobble around like old farts.
Together we make one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, she seems to be missing him today.
Yeah, I miss him too. He's very comforting. When the air siren went off on Tuesday, he flew upstairs and he came and sat next to me and he put his head in my lap like,
we're under attack.
Protect me, the Martians are coming.
I think we're under attack.
And I did some outdoor work and I took a bath, and it's always hard for me to get in and out of the tub. It's because I have a deep soaking tub and I don't have a grab bar because I'm trying to pretend that I'm, totally young. And so he he laid by the bathtub all the time I took a bath, and he watched me get out of the tub. It was kind of like having a little guardian.
Oh, that's sweet.
It was very sweet. Yeah, he's a good dog.
So, is that ironic that you wanted a deep soaking tub and now you can't get in or out of it?
It's a bummer. But you know what?
Yeah.
I had a grab bar, and then years and years ago when your dad was here, we installed it in the shower in your dad's the bathroom that he was using instead of the
That's a tough one to get into also, because you got to hop over the tub, which is also a deep tub. Janet's big on the deep tubs.
Well, if you're going to have one, it doesn't have jets, but you can get in and cover yourself to your neck so that you don't get cold. It's perfect. It's perfect. Cool. But it's hard to get out of. There are tricks.
Oh, yeah. It's really hard.
Now I'm finding with my bad knees, it's easier actually to get out than to get in because I have methodology. But getting in, I can't bend either knee really because of my replacement on one side and my bad knee on the other. So it's really hard to get in. Really hard. But it was worth it.
I haven't ever. She doesn't ever do it in front of me.
Well, I asked you to take a bath together the other night, and then we both looked at each other and realized that even a deep tub probably doesn't accommodate us both. 2 inches of water and then us, and it would be full, even though it's a 22-inch deep tub.
Yeah, I don't know how we would exactly fit in there, but I appreciated the offer. And I was willing to come up and, take a shower or whatever and, do whatever. But, I don't think we would both fit in there.
No.
And you'd have to, it's not like we could sit one at one end and one at the other because it's kind of short.
Yeah, it's the regular length. I don't know. It was one of those rhetorical invitations because I knew we both didn't fit.
Yeah. And I don't like to take baths.
I know, but I bought you Epsom salt so that you could soak after you played golf. And I think you would enjoy it. I do.
Okay. She bought me Buddy Epsom salt. So it's,
Ooh, doggy.
Ooh, doggy. It gives you an accent when you get out.
Scumbag.
Do I have the word fucker written all over my face?
We are the Brothers.
This is Steve Dahl Show. With your mouth shut.
Oh, no, she's still there.
Rambo.
We're all the same kind of buddy. Thank you, Director. Please.
Hey, I'm a singer / guitarist.
I'll be the Golden Bachelor.
Hey, look at me. I just woke up.
Now, you might throw an old lady out of a plane.
I'll check the facts.
Very intriguing.
For quitters, they do really well.
What if you performed in a giant bunny costume?
Okay.
Tell your story, Bunny.
A sexually attractive man, especially an older one who is fashionable or charismatic.
Is there a picture of me? We don't know what he's going to say.
Whoa.
That's just the human condition. Is it? Really?
So anyway,
Hey.
Brendan was saying...
Sorry, go ahead.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm in the wrong place. Something weird's happened.
Joselito. He's a little cheesy, I think.
I bet we can talk you into it when you're 104.
You know what? I'm just going to tire him out.
But we push on, hoping that the great spirits will reward us.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you, man. And I really can't be detained any further. No, I cannot. The Dollcast brought to you by you because you are... What?
Nothing. You get more bang for the buck with your vowels than any man I know. Any person I know. You. You should pay extra.
It's my style.
Yeah.
Whammo!
Whammo! Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's just maybe how my dad got a lot of mileage out of vowels as well.
Yeah.
Almond butter, so maybe
I know, and you made fun of him your whole life, and now you are him. It's crazy.
I don't think I sound like him.
Oh, you sound just like him. Just like him.
Okay.
If I close my eyes, I think it's Roger.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. If you say so. The show, as always, brought to you by you because you are a subscriber. And, well, here's an email right here from a subscriber. From Michelle Maros. Hello, Steve, Brendan, Dog, and Janet.
Hello.
I have a great tuna fish salad recipe that circumvents the mayo.
Oh.
Whoa.
Canned or pouched white albacore tuna in water, 1/3 less fat. Philadelphia cream cheese.
Oh, that's a good hack.
Trust the lower fat. It's actually creamier, and do not use an off-brand. Yes, ma'am. Diced celery.
Or you got that Pittsburgh cheese. This wasn't the same.
Avoid.
Lemon juice and or zest. Black pepper. Sliced pimento, stuffed green olives from the Dog Julin pantry.
Oh, this sounds so good and pretty with the pimentos.
A plop of plain old yellow mustard. Measure with your heart and mix well.
That sounds phenomenal.
That does sound good.
It does. I have to say, even I think that might be okay. Make a sandwich. Spread it on Triscuits. Dip Ruffles into it.
Yeah, put it in a pita.
Or eat it
Wheat
with a
thins?
spoon. Yeah, sure.
I'll nominate wheat thins for that, too.
Yeah.
That is really...
Or eat it with a spoon. The sky's the limit.
Because I was thinking, when you were talking about it, I was thinking about yogurt, but the texture of Greek yogurt is used as a substitute in a lot of recipes for mayonnaise, but it wouldn't have... It would be too... It wouldn't bind the tuna well enough. It would just slide off.
It's got to be kind of sticky, right?
Yeah. That is a great recipe. When Steve's not around, sometimes I go in and buy a 1/4 pound of egg salad and a 1/4 pound of tuna because I actually like them, and I can't. I mean, I just don't have them in the fridge when Steve's here for that reason that you're hearing. But I do like them, and I grew up on them. Every Friday, it was either tuna or egg salad sandwiches, and then once in a while salmon patties or fish sticks. Fish sticks were the worst.
Well, we had fish sticks too when I was a kid. I didn't give me enough ketchup I could eat one, but
well, my mom had to put like 48 on a cookie sheet for the families. They all came out wobbly and wimpy. They didn't have any.
God knows what part of the fish that was. A pretty good idea though.
She'd try and sell them by giving us Ori to French fries, too, and everything was just a soggy, sloppy mess. And we didn't have pets to feed under the table, but there was a cool little ledge because our table had to be pulled out, and it was a square table, and then when we ate at it, you pulled it apart and made it into a rectangle and dragged it into the middle of the kitchen. That's how small our kitchen was. And there was a little ledge underneath, and a lot of us... The older kids all got in the habit of putting our food on the ledge.
Really?
And then we would just go back and get it and throw it out later on.
Nice.
But sometimes we'd forget and there'd be really funky food there. And you couldn't throw out your bad spaghetti with really runny meat sauce. It had to be something like fish sticks.
Just lay a fish stick up on there.
Yeah.
Meredith and her sister used to hide their leftover plates in the panels of a drop ceiling.
Nice.
That's bad if you forget, man.
It's terrible.
Something smells really bad in here.
Yeah. Where have the plates gone, girls?
Don't know. Last time I saw one, I was eating that delicious meal off of it.
And it might have survived them moving out of the house, too.
Oh, just think how the rodents in our basement ceiling would feel if they had plates to go to, Steve. We'd have so many more.
I don't think we have too many right now.
I know, but I cleaned up the yard Saturday, and
as long as they're outside, that's,
I opened up this, one of those Tuffy boxes that I keep the things we cover our porch furniture, patio furniture in, and I pulled the duck, it's canvas, I guess, pulled the canvas out, and it was just the border. All the canvas was gone, and I thought, oh my God, rodents are in here.
How do they get in there?
I don't know. They can make themselves small. It must not latch. And then I pulled the other one out, and it was just kind of confetti. And I looked down, and there were 3 mice on their back paws looking up at me.
What the hell, lady?
Looking up at me, and you could really see them because they were trapped down in this box, and it was white, and you could see their little brown faces. And I didn't know what to do. Steve wasn't home. I wanted to scream. Didn't want the neighbors to freak out. So I left the box top up, and I ran out of the gazebo, and I banged the door, and I could hear...
Well, I left them something tasty to eat.
I know. I went back in with the leaf blower, and I was going to try and... They were not visible after. So I blew.
You're gonna blow them away like
I blew away all their.
It's like a tornado to them.
I blew their turds and the nesting material that they made when they chopped up all the covers. I blew that stuff out, but I wasn't brave enough to take every other thing out of the box and clean it. I just I left that for you, honey, so you could feel strong.
Thank you.
And instead, all you did is toss a big brick of poison in there, and you didn't clean anything up.
Like a grenade. And ran.
Yeah.
Ran like a sissy. That was from, as I mentioned, that email, Michelle Maros. Hi to Joe and Tom, too. Long-time listener, charter subscriber, not yet an SOTD.
Oh.
Hint, hint. Love and respect, Michelle. Michelle Maros, you're our Dollcast subscriber of the day.
For all that you do, so generous and true. Today the slime ball spotlight shines on you. Thank you.
I mean, you could do the same with shrimp salad, and that would open up a new possibility for you, because shrimp salad's really good.
I like shrimp better than I like tuna.
Yeah. But with the cream cheese is a great idea. And I love the pimentos because that will make it look so pretty. And celery for crunch. That's a good recipe.
Yeah.
That's why I made her listener of the day. You don't just subscriber of the day. You don't just get that automatically. It goes...
Unless you ask for it.
Yeah, right. Because that's easier for me. It sticks out more for me to remember. The show also brought to us by our podcast partners, such as the amazing David Hochberg and Team Hochberg, 855-56-DAVID, 56david.com. John Heggie, Heggie Law, Jheggie, at Heggie Law Estate Planning. I was looking at their website today, 847-272-7360. And if you go to HeggieLaw.com, at the top, they have an estate planning questionnaire. So you could, if you're kind of not 100% sure what's going to go down, you can fill out the questionnaire, and it kind of gives you an idea of, what they're looking for and what they can do. And if you scroll down towards the bottom of the page, you will see I don't know the web term. You'll see that there is I don't know what the term for this is. A box, section for Judge Corinne Heggie, Democrat for judge, and a link to her website.
Yeah.
And then if you go to her website, you will see that I think you got to sign up. But you will see that I am hosting an event for her on November
19th
downtown.
Yeah.
And I don't. You should sign up, and then they'll send you the information. It's a fundraiser, and I think it's like $100 or something. Are political contributions deductible?
No.
Yeah. But whatever. It's at a bar downtown, and it'll be during the Bears game, and it's on November 19th. And I think if you went to if you go to CorinneHeggieForJudge.com and then click on events, you'll see the Bears versus Lions watch party fundraiser hosted by Steve Dahl, November 19th.
Awesome.
12 p.m. Location in the Loop. Address provided with RSVP. Tickets available. And then you click on register. And the next thing you know, you're doing a good thing because you're making sure that a good person becomes a judge. And I don't walk into an empty room.
So it's going to be a great event. A Bears watch party? That's going to be a party.
Yeah, and it's good to be in the company of friends when you're watching tragedy.
Yeah.
We were in Detroit after Detroit won their first seasonal game against, was it the Bengals? No, Kansas City. And everybody was so euphoric. They were just on cloud nine. You didn't meet anyone that wasn't talking about the Lions, the Lions, the Lions.
Yeah.
So I think they've had a little bit of a reality check since then, but.
Well, I think they're still doing okay.
Yeah.
I think they lead their division.
Yeah, they're better off than we are.
They're 6-2, so. 6-2 for the Lions, 5-4 for the Vikings. Packers are 3-5, and the Bears coming in last, 2-7.
Shit. It's got to be a bump to win your first game against the Super Bowl champions.
Oh, they were completely they were jacked, highly jacked. And speaking of getting highly jacked, roast2order.com, delicious, freshly roasted coffee delivered right to your door.
Digging the morning blend here today.
Me
Quite
too,
a
out of the
lot.
pod. How'd you get? I'm sorry.
No, I just said quite a lot.
Oh yeah.
Very delicious.
I'm having a pod with, I believe, some morning blend in it.
And I made a pod with Colombian.
There you go. Oh, you made your own. You handcrafted a pod.
I did. Mm-hmm.
I'm using a pre-made one, and I think that's what's in it. Whatever it is, it's good. Whatever it is, it's good. So if you have been putting off trying Roast to Order, go to roast2order.com and buy some pods and try it that way. If that's how you consume your coffee, because I think you'll find that it's substantially better than the coffee, the stale coffee, the not so freshly roasted coffee that you end up many times purchasing at your favorite supermarket or wherever. Fabrini's Flowers, FABflowers.com, 888-885-2000. Promo code Stever saves you 10%. I don't know what we're doing for Thanksgiving, but when Janet decides, whoever is hosting us, I don't believe we're hosting anybody, right?
Well, Mike and Catherine asked us because they were going to have his mother-in-law. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, I had to say, well, of course, you can come here.
Why do you do that?
I don't know.
Completely out of it? Because you don't have to do it?
I know, but you like turkey. And that way you get leftovers.
Okay. Yeah, well, I appreciate that if that's the real reason.
And then we're having a Friendsgiving with...
But turkey's not that hard to come by anymore, so...
No, we're having a Friendsgiving on Saturday. And you know what? If we had steak on Thanksgiving and sat here alone, I'd be completely happy.
Okay, I'm fine with that. What's a Friendsgiving?
We're going to Pat and Rachel's because they're going to be away for Thanksgiving. And
they're our family.
I know, but I think that other people are coming. Maybe her parents. I don't know. I think Mike's showing up at that one, too.
Okay. All right. So, like after, because they're going to be gone.
Right. They're returning on Thanksgiving
Now,
Day.
I claim that's punishment. Like, they're not here for Thanksgiving. They're actually in Florida at our place. So why do I have to go to another thing because you weren't here?
It's not
Which
punishment.
Janet does not seem to. She does not seem to think that that is
it's good to get out of the
way
house.
to act as a
person.
I think it's really
as a
nice
figurehead of a family
for anyone to want to go to all that trouble.
No,
for
it's
us.
very nice, but it's Thanksgiving was Thursday. This is Saturday. We have other stuff to do now.
Well, how about if I had you putting up Christmas trees and decorating the house on Saturday? Would you rather do that or go to Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving, for sure.
I thought so.
Okay. All righty then. It's a deal.
Okay.
Doughboy Restaurant Group, Stan's Donuts and Coffee. Today, if you are listening on the 9th of November, today, if you download their app, you can get a $2 hot chocolate at Stan's, at any Stan's.
Whoa.
$2.
All right.
For a nice hot chocolate.
Oh, that sounds nice.
And there are Stan's Donuts all over the Chicagoland area. I'm sure you know the one nearest you. I know I do. Stan's Donuts and Coffee, La Briola Bakery and Cafe in Oak Brook, which is where I was planning on going after the golf lesson that I didn't even really, I canceled it with the first guy, and the second guy, the manager, he didn't really convince me to come in, because I have to make the decision, make sure before you get here that you've consulted with the person who,
Right.
Yeah, because on the spot, you have to decide yes or no. Like, really?
One chance at it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. No thanks. Pasadena.
I like the part where it says, talk to whomever you have to talk about the money with.
Right.
Jesus.
What
the
if
ball and chain.
I don't have to talk to any about the money. And then, when he looked back to see that I was there in 2013, a lot has changed since then.
Yeah.
Okay. Really? Has technology improved at all since 2013? I'm surprised to hear that, you fucking dipshit. But I still might go to, there's no reason not to just go there and...
Isn't there another one you can go to, though?
I'm not going to go to any. I'm not... Another golf place?
Like besides that one that was so officious.
Yes.
It seems bad to reward a company that
yes.
talks to prospective clients like that.
They didn't used to be like that. I don't know what happened. They must have gotten bought out by somebody. Or there's a lot more competition in that space these days. I mean, really, you can go to Dick's Sporting Goods and get the same thing, basically. So,
is that are you gurgling?
I don't think that was me.
It might have been me. I don't know.
That was a good...
Drinking some coffee.
Good gurgle.
Thank you.
I hit rock bottom.
Good projection. I mean, it just...
So, but that's no reason not to go to La Briola Cafe or to...
no, it'll probably save you.
La Barra
If you don't go there, you probably won't eat a dozen donuts in the car on the way home furtively. Or coffee cake or soup or whatever.
Right. But I mean that they're in the same. It's all in the same shopping center there.
So.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just be out. I'll just go out to the shopping center and bring a piece of AstroTurf with me.
Oh, okay.
And I'll just hit balls into their window.
Steve is getting really afraid about the impending cold weather, and he wants to fill up his dance card with reasons to be out of the house. And I applaud that choice completely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Well, I'm going for my fitness thing today.
I know.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. Once again, I want to tell you, way to go.
These girls are young and quite hot, and
that's got nothing to do with it.
Well.
It's not my fault.
Young me might have been jealous. Now it's just like, no. As long as he's not insecure about working out with young, hot women.
Not at all.
Then whatever it gives me. I always count the hours of solitude as a plus.
I prefer working out with female trainers because they're not trying to show off how much stronger than you they are or whatever.
Yeah, the thing is, I hate to keep harping on it, but when you're 69, almost 69 years old, your goals have to be different. It has to be to maintain what you have and strengthen what you have. But the notion of like getting bulky or chest, whatever, doing a big weight thing, those are not good for you. You need to just kind of get limber and create.
I don't need to do powerlifting to try to show off for my male coach.
So I hope that they hit the right spots.
Just dainty little weights. Yeah, they seem very nice. I've talked to them on the phone. They were recommended to me by a subscriber and his son. Actually, they're both subscribers. And I'm looking forward to it.
As someone who's older than you by a little, I would have to say that one of the things that's really hard about getting older is you get a little bit of arthritis and stiffness. And so the notion that motion is lotion is always ballyhooed by physical therapists and exercise therapists. And it's really true. The more you move, the less you suffer. And as soon as you stop moving, you stiffen up. And then those things become really big impediments to even getting out of a chair or walking downstairs. And so anything that's not horrible and doesn't disengage you because it's painful and all, that's really good for your long-term structural integrity. That's what you're looking for. Structural integrity, lung capacity, the ability to get around. And I mean, it's health. It's not like physique even. It's health.
Right. No, for sure. I mean, I get that.
And if you want to lose a little of your tummy, then that's
No, I do
too.
for sure. Well, but, eating, nutrition is part of it. So, we'll see how complicated that is. But we could both stand to eat better.
I know. I don't think they're going to, create an allowance for 2 ice cream sandwiches every night and stuff like that. They'll probably say, why would you work so hard all day and then do 400 calories at bedtime? But I'm just putting words in their pretty little mouths.
Okay. Well, I'm sure there will be something said to that effect. But I think they even help with meal planning, too.
Good.
Well, that's good.
I'll bring home a bunch of recipes for you to master.
No, you bring home the
Janet
bacon and fry it up in a pan, babe.
Janet, I don't think the the protein versus carbs versus fat percentages are right here. Yeah, I really don't know. I'm going. I like to go with no preconceptions, and then whatever happens, happens. So I will report back Monday on that, because tomorrow's show will be the show from Sunday night at Zanies.
Zanies,
which
I have previewed.
Took me a while to.
Oh my God, you guys!
Took me a while to get edited and all, but
I didn't see him yesterday. He came up after he posted the show, watched the news for a minute, came back down the basement, and it was like watching the clock. Do 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 do. I went out to dinner with a friend. Came back, he was still down in the basement. He had to go through it thread by thread, minute by minute.
Ate my dinner, then came back down again.
God.
I was finally done at 1 a.m. But I think it sounds pretty good, and Janet listened to it, and she liked it. So
there was a moment I was upstairs, and I could hear him screaming at the top of his lungs.
Well, I'm mad at myself because I didn't plan ahead properly.
But you guys did a very good job of your wordplay was good. The music was good, Doug. It was a really good show, and he got almost every hum and thing out, and he got the mics went up so that you could understand Stan, because he was kind of off mic. It was good. I'm very proud of him for doing it.
Thank you.
And I was very afraid to approach the basement, but I did bring him home a dinner, not a healthy dinner. Your girlfriends wouldn't like it, but I brought you home
my girlfriends.
Onion rings and chicken, roasted chicken.
Yet. Yeah, no, thank you. And both of you did a great job.
Back at you. Thank you. Thank you.
Right back at you.
But I have to say, the people there were so nice. And so many people have stories and prior contacts that they want to share with you. And I think part of their reason for coming is because they want to be part of the podcast. And part of it is they just want to talk to you. So because at the end of the show, the people that work there are kind of trying to sweep everyone out and people don't have time to talk. I'm thinking the next time you should, I don't know, talk to people and maybe make a pre-tape of people saying how they started listening or where they first heard you or what they like. Because I'm going to share the story because I don't think, excuse me, there was a man there who he was probably in his 50s, and he was so nice. And he said he was a little kid in the car, and his mom would listen on the radio. And he was young, he didn't understand a lot, but he became a fan. And then the two of them would talk about, the show when it was on the radio, and they both listened to the podcast. And so she ended up dying recently. I'm kind of sound like Casey Kasem. She ended up dying recently. She died with dementia, and he and his brother completely took care of her. She had exit strategy planned, and he showed me a picture of her with her cat. And at the very end, this is the cutest thing you're ever going to hear. She would listen to the podcast, even though she sometimes didn't even recognize, I'm going to cry here, didn't even recognize her sons or what was going on. But she'd have the podcast in her ears, and she would talk back to you guys. That's like the coolest story, isn't it?
We were all involved in a conversation together.
Wow.
So, you
pretty cool.
Yeah, you hear that.
That's
and
the power.
Think, yeah, I know.
That's the power that Douglas A. Cox was telling me about right there.
I mean, that was something to hear that. It just makes me, appreciate that even though this is in a closed set and people aren't always here and you don't have the phones and all, you still are touching people and you're still woven into their life. And so I think it would be cool to get to talk to people before and maybe tape some little things like that, because it's cool. It's just cool to actually have a profile of an average listener. And, some people were little kids who were at Comiskey Park and they have a story. There's just a million stories out there and they're interesting. And at the end of the night, you feel like everybody's kind of wanting to go home to start their week, or the people that work there want to sweep the floor.
Well, and then there's usually a fairly large group of people that want to say hi, and you realize that you don't necessarily get to spend as much time with them as you would like, but
yeah, you don't want to feel rude. And Manuel, who took those pictures from the side of the stage and made sure that you looked svelte, honey.
I have not seen those.
Oh, he posted them online. You probably don't. You don't look at Facebook, but they were all lovely, lovely pictures. And I know he wanted to talk afterwards, and he just kind of disappeared, and I was sad because he's very nice. And he was one of our guardian angels during COVID because he works for a pharmacy company, and he could tell us where to get shots and things.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's like having a family. It's really nice.
No, absolutely. I mean, I think both Doug and Brendan would agree that it's
absolutely.
It's quite
amazing.
It's amazing, and it's quite fulfilling. You know, it makes you feel like you're doing something that's kind of important.
Well, part of people's day, which means part of their life, which is cool.
Because
very cool.
You know, I spent most of my life just sitting around in office buildings talking to myself. You know. In headphones, and so, you know, or in my basement or whatever, you know, talking, and, you know, not just to myself, but you don't necessarily always, you know what something that you might not even think is important or, you know, has any meaning or whatever, you know, hits somebody just the right way, and it's always kind of amazing to hear those stories. So
it is.
Whammo.
Whammo! 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 So I think I left that sound in, the sound that it all. I think it all works. I think I made it all work.
The wives were in action because I know as I approached the stage to tell you that there was a hiss, I think that Meredith was like knocking on the window of the sound booth trying to get that guy's attention. So we were both taking care of.
Wives looking out for us, bro.
Isn't that nice?
Boy.
And that's the lesson we learn in company.
And she's such an audiophile, that gal of mine.
Well, we were sitting right under a speaker, or what I don't know what you call them, so we could really hear it. And it actually showed up more in our ears than it showed up on the tape. It doesn't sound as annoying in the tape as it did sitting in the
because it
audience.
was on its own track. Its own track, so I could mix it in, you know, just enough so it, you know, you could hear it, but it's not. It doesn't last for very long, but it was the mic Vince was using to introduce us, and so you can see the WAV file of him introducing us, and then there's like a gap with nothing, and then there's this weird noise that popped up. So I learned a lot of things yesterday,
and I learned to stay away from the basement when you're hearing.
Well, I learned
screams.
how to work my new machine like expertly. I also learned some ways to make things easier and better for us in the future as we do more of those, because I like doing them, and I would like to do them more.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you for burning the midnight oil.
Oh, yeah. No, sure. It's, again, I think I'm going to say it's my fault because I wasn't, I kept putting off doing my due diligence with the new equipment. So, and, you know, that brings me shame because, you know, I'm the guy that comes back from the Louis Armstrong musical and complains about the high end, you know, and then...
But I think
here I am with 6 people on stage and 3 microphones.
And that was unfortunate, but I think that even if you'd worked for a day in the basement, once you got there, the interface was off with what was going on at Zanies. There were gremlins happening.
Something weird was going on there, yeah. So, but I think it came out. I hope people like it.
They will.
And
it's long. It's pretty long.
It's almost 2 hours, I think. Yeah, so I can't really call up. I don't want to call up the file right now to find out, but I'm pretty sure it's close to 2 hours. So at one point it was down to an hour. I was just editing out anything that had anything to do with a mistake, and so I'd have to take out large chunks of dialogue because, you know, we would refer to the something or whatever. And I thought, well, it's all hacked up. So I started over, and I think I came up with I came up with a good way to do it. So did I finish talking about Fabrini's Flowers? FABflowers.com, 888-885-2000. Promo code Stever saves you 10%. And we'll send something over to Rachel for a nice Friendsgiving centerpiece or whatever, right?
That would be nice, yeah.
Yeah. And to Mike and Catherine if we end up going there as well. Mike currently freaking about his new property tax bill.
Yeah, this area,
as are many.
Yeah, this area got really, really hit hard. They added $200,000 of alleged value to our house, and honest to God, if somebody would walk up with a check for that amount, I would give them the key and walk away.
Fuck yeah.
So they said they're trying to give businesses a break, and so they have to move the tax burden from the people that are in residences off of business, and it really it's painful.
People.
Or two people, yeah, to residential. It's a lot to pick up.
Fritz Kegel, I'm kind of sorry I voted for you right now.
Well, businesses pay triple taxes. They pay,
Whatever,
and so when you give businesses breaks, you have to find three times the people in the private sector.
But why don't you just do that? Well, I was going to say, do that to the people in Hinsdale, but that's DuPage County.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it happens every 3 years, and there's a tax.
Did yours go up out in Lake County? Do you know?
They might not have triennial assessments like Cook County. Cook County is its own crazy system.
And they sent ours like a couple weeks ago. Mike, I don't think Mike Dahl's gotten a night of sleep since.
He hasn't. He's like planning to move.
I can't afford this.
Every time his poor wife comes home from the grocery store, he examines her receipt. He's just.
Well, she's an excellent cook, and she shops in a very European style in that she goes to 4 or 5 different locations to get, she gets her cold cuts at one place and she gets her vegetables at another, and Mike was over here running through the grocery bill.
I know,
with
their
us.
food is well treated, and it turns out being good meals, but it's a lot. And you know what really is killing them is the child care, because they have a 4th kid. And so they have child care expenses. Those kill young people. You have to postpone the specter of savings until you have your last kid in school, because you can't do everything. You just can't. And so I think
it's nuts. My cousin was telling me how much he pays for daycare. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
it's absurd.
And it's post-tax money. You've already paid taxes on that money, and then you have to throw it into a daycare, and you get some tax credits for it, but it's really, really a lot. And once your kids are in school, it's a tremendous relief, because you're no longer sending $25,000, $30,000 to daycare and nannies and after school.
But you're still going to have to come up with some solution for after school if you both work.
Yeah, except once you have a child who's 12 or so, that child can sort of be in charge of the home. You don't, as kids get older, they don't have to have such overwhelming child care.
So, in essence, Janet, by staying home and taking care of the children, you saved
millions. Millions.
Steve should write you a check for
right.
We would have had to pay billions to take care of our bad boys.
Too, man. Fuck it.
Janet can have. She has full access to any and all funds that she needs.
It is an odd thing.
And you're right,
because I really had to do it, because the younger years, Steve's schedule was always seesawing. He worked mornings, he worked nights, he got fired. And so it was really a blessing that I could anchor the home and that I was a constant.
Plus, I got a ton of free legal advice.
But the bad thing is that we are really hardened in our roles, where I do everything domestic. And I mean, that's broad. Lawn care, lawn work, gardening. It all ends up being me. Bringing groceries in, putting them away, taking the
we've kind of reverted. I don't know that we've reverted, but we have sort of a Ward and June Cleaver.
Yeah, and at this moment, we're both here all the time, but it's still Steve. When he goes up to bed at night, his glass will either be, he doesn't do the basics of just picking up after himself. His underpants and his shirt are where he's taken them off, usually stuffed in his closet on top of his clean clothes. So I have to go rooting around it. I don't like the hardening of those roles at this stage. It
has taken sort of a turn here, hasn't it?
Yeah. And I give him a lecture once in a while, and he's usually good for about a day. And he used to do things for me that I don't like to do, and that would make up for it. Like he would take my car to get washed, or that because I don't like to do that, and he would do it, and that would make up for like 55 dishes that I had to.
I still do a lot of stuff. The car does need to be washed, if that's what you're getting at.
I know, but you used to you might help me clean the garage. You never really ever start to clean the garage by yourself. I'm just like the domestic drudge, and sometimes my self-image suffers because I feel like I have a menial life.
If you want to clean the garage, I will help you clean the garage. You just start doing stuff whenever you decide, and sometimes it's not convenient for me.
I know. It's never convenient for you, honey. That's the thing.
That's not true.
I try to be a beacon of good example. Like, okay, I'm going to go up and scrub the carpeting in the kids' bedroom. One night when the dog took an inadvertent poop at 11, I was scrubbing from 11 to 12 while you watch TV 20 feet away.
It's overreacting.
I like to work these things on the air because you're cornered.
Well, I don't mind. I like to do things first thing and get them over with, and you like to wait all day, read the paper, do this, do that, and then start later in the day.
I know, honey,
that's
but
not
let's
good.
be
That's not
real.
a good time for me.
5 days a week, you get up, you have your breakfast, you read your paper, you do your your pre-show, then you do your show, then you post your show, then you watch 10 minutes of news, then sometimes you play golf, and then it's 4. So I'd like to know how you think you're ever going to get up and do it in that time frame.
Well,
No. That's just blah, blah, blah. And then it's the weekend, and you deserve your weekends. I'm just saying, you are. You have a get out of free card.
I don't really deserve a weekend.
You really are.
You do. I think we both have our roles here. I'm going to say that mine is somewhat being
lazy,
underappreciated. In this particular conversation, but
my favorite thing is when I bring the groceries home and I lug them in the house, and then I start unloading them, and then I think Steve can't possibly be here because he wouldn't listen to me bringing all this stuff in, and then I go in and I see him and he's sitting behind the wall in the next room.
I'm going to start wearing a body cam like the cops do because that's just not true.
And then he'll say,
I bring in a ton of groceries.
You should have told me. I would have helped you. And then he goes, I'd help you put them away, but I don't know where anything goes. Those are from your mouth to God's ears. Those are your things.
Yeah, but the real reason I don't want to help you put stuff away is because every time I open a cupboard, shit falls out on me.
You know what? That's really a lie. I cleaned the pantry. I cleaned all the old food out.
Go upstairs and open the freezer, and some weird rolls will fall out on you.
I really think that since almost every single thing in our freezer is labeled for Steve Dahl's breakfast sandwiches, for Steve Dahl's Stouffer's dinners.
I think if you went into the look, you'd find there's a lot of
and Steve Dahl's ice cream sandwiches.
He talks about his food. Talks to the third person.
There's no room for
uses both names too.
There's a lot of big bags in there for
logoed
for the air fryer.
I have some things for the air fryer for the kids. Yeah, I had to buy those, and there isn't room for them because you have too much, frozen stock waiting to be consumed.
Steve Dahl has too much frozen stock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't. This might be
I'm sure.
You're really chipping away at that Ward and June thing you said earlier. It really almost.
Yeah, June never. She seemed happy with
unrecognizable.
I think Ward brought the groceries in though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know he washed the car.
I'll try harder.
I'm sure he raked the leaves.
I feel like I contribute in many ways.
June
but
had pearls and a shirtwaist dress on. I'm sure she never did anything out of the house. Ward was a demon with the lawnmower.
Yeah, I think we both contribute. I'm sure I could contribute more in terms of housework, I guess. But I probably won't.
That's why he does the podcast. He really doesn't do the podcast for any reason except to escape any domestic responsibility because he's got a built-in excuse.
Really? We're just your side piece, Steve.
No.
Your alibi.
No.
Offensive.
He's never going to stop doing it. He's going to do it on his deathbed. I would help you with the groceries, but I have to do my podcast.
Well,
make your final word whammo.
Whammo. Whammo. Yeah, I don't think
I could become a nag and just tell you
you are
I'm trying to
mission accomplished.
I'm trying to be funny, but every day I could say, Steve, will you do this? Steve, will you do that? But I don't want to do that. It's easier just to do it myself. But I'm doing this because I think it will be funny and maybe you'll notice for a while.
Wasn't there a honey-do list
melon
at some point
that I didn't bring in from the car,
or a to-do pile?
Yeah,
we would occasionally.
Guys,
He doesn't like to shop at the grocery store unless it's nighttime when no one's there. So I'm never going to want to grocery shop at 8 o'clock. He wants to go in when there's like 20 minutes and your supermarket's sweeping. I
do a lot of stuff.
Oh, my God.
I don't do a lot of household stuff.
Well, I know, but I'm saying...
I provide. I'm a provider. That's what I do. That's has always been my role.
You know what?
I'm a provider.
No, you don't get to say that anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh.
You get to be a partner.
Okay, but I do stuff. I do stuff though.
Almost none. You asked me a month ago why I changed the sheets. It's like that's how unaware of what goes on here.
I'm not a provider.
It means you don't even realize the towels get washed twice a week. The bathroom gets cleaned up. I clean the toilet before the cleaning lady comes. I swear you have no comprehension of how much I do because it all gets done like by magic fairies.
Okay, what is bringing this on? What did I do?
I don't know. I just thought it was a fun opportunity to jump on.
This is like a called third strike. I don't know what the first two strikes were.
Oh no, this is.
I'm just standing and caught looking. There.
That's how you got to.
This is right by me.
If you want to get a strike, you got to do that.
If you want to get a hit, you got to swing. I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's kind of a dumb analogy. Sorry. Hey, what about that Craig Counsell thing, Brendan? How do you feel about that?
Unbelievable. I didn't see it coming. It's,
I don't think Rosie did either.
Yeah, no, Grandpa Rossi definitely did not.
Yeah, listen, man, we love you, but...
Do you think if they hadn't had that, strategic fall off at the end, that this would have happened?
I don't think it was strategic.
Well,
I think it was
unstrategic.
It was accidental.
Yeah, that's a great question. I guess it might not have, but then again... They did this with Joe Madden. When they had a chance to get Joe Madden, they fired Rick Renteria after 1 year. So maybe...
Very Theo. It's very Theo, isn't it?
Yeah, so Jed is following in those footsteps and saying, this is the Cubs' way.
Well, plus they get him away from Milwaukee.
Yeah, so...
Well, I think he was being wooed by someone else, wasn't he? The Mets?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. He was a highly sought after free agent. So, yeah. I mean, if he is a good manager. So,
was he?
I'm on board.
Wait, who were we talking about? Rossi or Counsell?
Oh, Counsell. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can see the point of Ross. I think the players loved him. He's a great players manager, but strategy wise, he wasn't Joe Madden or or Bruce Bochy. It was, so there's something to be desired. And if Counsell can provide that and add a few wins, then they make the playoffs.
I don't even know who the manager of the White Sox is. Nor do I care.
It doesn't seem to matter.
Nope,
these
it
days.
does not matter.
Who's going to be in the TV booth now?
I think Len Casper will end up doing both.
No, it said this morning he wasn't.
Who said?
The White Sox said they were looking for someone to go in the TV booth. You said that to me, and I researched it, and it said Len Casper will not, and that they're starting to look for a person, which might mean that they.
Hey, everybody! Good evening, everybody. I'm out here calling the game tonight because I don't want to do any housework.
Yeah,
but it said that
Steve Dahl, along with Steve Stone,
Ken Harrelson,
Pony, take it from here.
Was not in.
Pony, you go ahead. You know more about baseball than I do. I'll just chime in from time to time with maybe a funny. Something about a funnel cake or a churro.
Or a plate of some kind.
Yeah.
Maybe our old buddy Connor McKnight, who I think is a bit of a doppelganger for Craig Counsell. They kind of look alike.
Well, that would be an interesting.
I think they should just have Len. I bet you they end up with Len doing both.
Both?
Mm-hmm.
Like Harry Carey back in the day, going 6 innings on TV and 3 on radio.
Yeah.
Or simulcasting.
I had a niece that...
Simul.
All right, you heard it here first, Steve Dahl.
I had a niece that worked for
demanding
the
a simulcast.
No, I'm just saying that's what I think is going to happen. I don't know. I'm sorry, Janet.
And she said it was a very nice organization, and they have a beautiful facility in a really nice part of Detroit.
The Tigers.
Tigers.
That's where Jason Benetti is going.
Yeah.
That was what I thought, okay, ESPN would want them to do their national broadcasts or something, but Detroit doesn't seem like the jump to a bigger market or a bigger...
Yeah, it might just be better,
Yeah.
It's very complimentary of their organization and their...
Plus, every day he can go walk like a block away from Comerica Park, less than a block, and get Mom's spaghetti.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you
And
can.
M&Ms.
Now available, the sauce is now available in jars. It's hard to get, though.
Detroit is a
And
really
a hard pass for me. But
it's a really nice town to live in, and the people there really embrace the Tigers. Even when it's not like here when you have two teams competing, everyone's all in for them, and
Gotcha.
so I think he'll love it there. It's a really manageable town geographically, but it'll be harder to fly out of a little bit for.
Oh yeah, for his national
Yeah.
broadcast.
I think a lot of those he takes. He goes private on this, I think.
Well, they have a nice city airport, so
Yeah.
I wish him well. He's so
a good
nice.
guy. He's a good
Yeah.
broadcaster, and
yeah,
but
nice guy.
If I have Len Casper, I'm going to use him for radio and TV.
Yeah,
and Stone and Steve Stone.
Oh,
I think
that
he
would
and
be
the Pony would be great.
Yeah,
that'd be the dream team.
Yeah,
I for the Cubs as well.
That's right.
Could Casper and Stone do the Cubs games as well? That would be,
Well, it's got to be depressing to have nothing to talk about on the South Side. It's just terrible.
Less than nothing.
Yeah, and it's not even
including Tim Anderson.
Yeah, and the Cubs can have bad teams and they still fill the park, but the White Sox park is so empty, and it's not the neighborhood.
Somebody got shot. They still haven't said how that person got shot. Like, no, it wasn't from outside. It wasn't from outside, and it wasn't from inside. Like, where was it from then? We don't know. We still can't.
Dollar hot dogs. We're having a
shot in a beer night. Be careful, you might be the one that gets shot at.
I like the.
I'm just going to put the clothes there if that's okay.
Oh yeah,
not without a whammo.
Okay, whammo, gentlemen, whammo, Janet. Whammo, Doc. Whammo, Brendan.
The Steve Dahl Show is done right now.
Whammo.
Okay, well, that was a pretty good show, I think, and I try to release one every month, but we do one every day, and if you like what you just heard, you're going to like the Everyday Show. Once again, Dahl.com/promo, $1, 2 weeks behind the paywall. Normally $10.95 a month. Check it out. Thanks.